Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. I am PsychoYajko on WYPSYT for YouTube, and I'm going to be bringing all y'all another podcast where I talk about the memories of the early 2000s. Today, we will be talking about the memories of the year of 2004. To start, Facebook was was launched into the World Wide Web in 2004 in February, thanks to Cuck Zuckerberg, Eduardo Saverin, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes, a website that is used by many, even by some of my closest friends. A website full of memes, friends' timelines, and a place to share pictures and videos with your friends or the public, or a place where you can simply message each other. Now, since we're done talking about that, let's go on to music. Holy Mother of Moses. 2004 had a bunch of wild hits for the public to enjoy. Music that is dated, but still holds well even to this very day. The 2004 album by Cake, called Pressure Chief, which my dad would play on car rides on my way to daycare when I was still very little. I was not even in pre-K yet. Leave, Get Out by JoJo, another good song that I vividly remember listening to on the radio on weekday evenings while going to Target with my parents. One Two Step by Missy Elliott, by Sierra, which played frequently.
Mom's yelling.
And on top of that, it would feature Missy Elliott, Rich Girl by Gwen Stefani, another timeless classic, Cool, which is played by the same artist, Yeah by Usher, while featuring Lil Jon and Ludacris. The instrumental hook on that song slaps. It is something that I will remember about that song and will never forget. Move Your Body by Nina Sky, while featuring Jabba. That song is a classic. Goodies by Sierra, featuring Petey Pablo. Every time I heard that song on the radio, I was so young not to realize the innuendo that was being used. I always thought that she was literally referring to goodies as candy, but oh my god, I was so innocent that I never realized it until my preteen years. I Like That by Houston, featuring Chingy, I-20, and Nate Dogg. This particular track I heard very little of growing up, to be honest, but I remember hearing an excerpt of that song once more while watching the 2005 CGI movie called Robots. Holla Back Girl by Gwen Stefani, a banger that I grew up on as a little kid. That song was actually the reason how I learned to spell bananas when I was younger. No joke. Lean Back by Fat Joe, while featuring Remy Ma, is something that I will remember listening to as a kid. That rap song was one of my favorites, and I would always play that song on repeat while using my dad's old CD player from the 2000s. It was a Timex CD player, radio, digital alarm clock that I had as a kid. I'm even going to send you guys to these songs in the live chat if I have piqued your interest, so feel free to check them out as you like. I'm going to copy and paste, and I'm going to send you the links to these songs so you guys can check them out for yourselves. Copy and paste these. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk TV shows and series that I remember growing up. Kipper Cuddly Critters was the DVD that I had as a young one. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends was a TV show that I really liked as a kid. The Backyardigans was something that I also loved. It was also a fun show that I remember, and every time that show was over for the day, I'd always feel sad and bummed out because it was just something that I really just had fun watching on weekends. And there was the Winx Club. I do recall Winx being popular on TV when I was much younger. I know it's a weird decision that I watched it, but hey, it was on, so I decided why not watch it. And what's funny is that I always thought the girls in that show were pretty too. I don't know. I really liked them as a kid. That was what had me hooked on that series. Now we will go on to discuss movies. Movies. Team America World Police, from the same creators that brought you South Park, Trey Parker, and Matt Stone. That dynamic duo that never pulls their punches, and I mean never. Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, another timeless classic that I remember with Jim Carrey. And I watched that movie when I was very little, and I remember thinking it was very weird about how the baby was really obsessed with biting hard things. Now that I watch the movie to this very day, it all makes better sense since I know what is going on in that movie. And now we will talk about what's next. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. The SpongeBob SquarePants was a movie that I also liked as a kid. If anyone grew up with SpongeBob, there's no way that you've watched the SpongeBob series but have not watched the movie. The movie itself triumphs, says A.O. Scott from the New York Times. A little bit less. No. We will also talk about video games. So there was Shark Tale. What happened to the sound? Oh, there was technical glitching, but movies, yeah, I'll go over them. It was Team America, Series of Unfortunate Events, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, The Polar Express, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Shrek 2, White Chicks with the Wayans brothers, 13 going on 30, and Shark Tale, a horrible movie, an Uncanny Valley at its darndest, along with The Polar Express at its finest, Uncanny Valley. Tom Hanks, who was in The Polar Express, and directed by Robert Zemeckis, who actually directed Forrest Gump, which actually stars Tom Hanks. What's funny too is that the director for The Polar Express, Robert Zemeckis, he actually directed the 2009 movie The Christmas Carol, which stars Jim Carrey. White Chicks was hilarious. Yeah, I agree with you. It was hilarious. No doubt about that. Now let's talk video games. Doom 3, which was a spooky game when it first came out. It was dark, and the graphics did seem to hold up quite well at the time when it came out. To be honest with you, I actually discovered the demo version of this game when I was in 5th grade, and I ended up getting the actual game for Christmas on December 23rd of 2011. And then when I was in 6th grade, I saw that the BFG edition was released for the Xbox 360 with 60 frames per second animation. And then there's the SpongeBob SquarePants movie video game that I liked as a kid. I played the demo, and I loved the one bug in that game that I discovered where you can make SpongeBob go out of bounds and he'll keep falling and falling and falling. That was fun. And Fable, which I consider to be one of the few timeless classics to be more intimate with. Fable is one of those RPG games that I've been fixated with all these years, and I would go to be an expert on it. My dad and his friend would play the game every so now and then, and I would go on to inherit the skills in that game that I inherited from my dad and his friend while they were playing it. And there was also a third-person action game called Driver 3. The best part about that game, I thought, was the grenade launcher. Now, the best part about that game, too, was the grenade launcher. I always loved the grenade launcher in that game. I'd always remember playing it. It was a timeless classic, and I would never forget it. No bones about it. I always had to make sure that the grenade launcher with unlimited bullets in God mode. I always had to make sure that I had the grenade launcher with unlimited bullets in God mode before I played the game as a kid. And the best part was that you got to choose your soundtrack before playing the game. All you had to do was play the music on your console's official music player, and then you pop the CD into your disk drive, and voila, you could play the game with your official selection of music playing with it. So yeah, that was fun. And up next comes the part of the panel or the platform or the segment, comes a segment where I let people come in to share their memories of the 2000s, whether it's music, movies, TV, games, and movies in general. I just got to send the link through Discord, and I'll make sure to let you all in when I get the chance. Send the link to anyone as much as I can. Through Facebook, through Discord, any place possible. I hope some people get to join. Oh, I see Fire Lord Croissant wants to join. Nice. Sweet. I hope he gets to join. I'll send it to you, Anthony Luna. I sent it into the Crow Templars chats. You should have gotten it by now. Oh, Side Hoster J03. Yeah, Shark Tale was a horrible movie. I agree with you on that. Lydia M. Light, welcome.
Hello.
How have you been?
I've been good. How about you been? How have you been?
Can't complain, thanks. I'm just curious, did you happen to hear any commotion in the background by any chance?
No, I didn't hear any commotion.
You didn't? Okay, that's good. I'm just trying to keep this as humble as possible, you know, because I am on air.
Right.
I want this to be drama-free.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I mean, drama gets views, but at the end, it's not really good for your mental health. Hey, Firelord.
No, it's not.
Okay, I'm here. But heads up, the storm is heading on my way, so I thought I should give you a heads up because the storm decides to fuck with me this time.
Yeah, I'm sorry you couldn't hear the audio on the stream, but when I was talking movies, but I gotta say, Team America: World Police, directed by Trey Parker and Matt Stone, The same guys that brought you South Park, they never pull their punches. No bones about that. The dynamic duo that makes South Park the GOAT. Then we have Jim Carrey's Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, and the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. The movie itself triumphs, says A.O. Scott from the New York Times. Hey, Outer Heaven.
Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Hey.
I think we can all agree with one thing. The Polar Express is one of those Uncanny Valley movies at its best.
Yeah, I definitely can agree with that.
The Polar Express. It's so god-awful, but it plays around Christmas time on Freeform, formerly known as ABC Family.
Yeah.
I gotta send a link. The funny thing is, I'll mention this again. The Polar Express, which features Tom Hanks in that movie, was directed by Robert Zemeckis, the same guy who directed Forrest Gump, which also stars Tom Hanks. And want to hear something even funny? Robert Zemeckis actually directed the 2009 CGI movie, The Christmas Carol, which has Jim Carrey in it.
Oh, yes. That one.
Yeah.
I know it's not that time of year yet, but I got to quote some quotes from that movie, Christmas Carol. Have they no refuge? No resource? Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Man, I love cool.
It was freaky deaky, those scenes, though, but I'm telling you, the scene is
It
freaky,
was.
but the
I
dialogue
remember
is just...
And the Joker laugh.
Are there no
Yeah.
prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Oh, I remember that. That was cringe. That was Damn.
Team America, World Police. Remember when Matt Damon was in that movie?
Yeah, I
Matt
remember that one.
Damon.
Yeah.
This is what I actually heard from one guy who I was who was watching me. But I gotta send the link to the site Hustler GO3. But I'll send you guys an interesting piece of trivia. So it turns out that the whole Matt Damon thing, it was actually an improv. You know, Matt Damon was not supposed to look ugly as he looked in that movie, but apparently he was made ugly by accident. So then the directors decided that because he looked ugly, they decided to make him act and sound stupid with that whole Matt Damon thing. Apparently it was an improv that people liked and thought was funny, so they decided to keep that in there.
Oh, no way. I remember. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is a good one.
That was a good one. Yep,
Yeah.
sure.
That's honestly the best one to me out of all the Shrek films.
It was.
Especially with the Fairy
exactly.
Godmother. Jennifer Saunders killed it with holding I Need a Hero.
Mm-hmm. There was a subtle substance reference. Remember when the police were looking at Puss's possession?
Yeah.
They found catnip, which is supposed to be
I
like weed.
remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's not
technically-
mine.
Well, technically speaking, catnip is like marijuana for cats. Depends. You know,
Exactly.
sometimes they might be calmed by it, which is like indica, and sometimes it might be hyped up on it, which is like sativa. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Do you also remember the part where he where Donkey tries the potion and he's like, I don't feel any different. Do I look any different? You still look like
Don't
an
be
ass to me.
Exactly, when it transforms into the horse.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of enough. 13 going on 30. Now that movie was cringy as hell, but the one dialogue that I thought was pretty funny was the trying to think of it. How did the dialogue? Oh, what happened? Fire alert cut off.
Yeah.
I hope he comes back soon.
It could be
but-
could be the weather where he's at.
Oh yeah, he was saying that. Dialogue. What was it? What's wrong, Pookie? Pookie? Pookie, you're married. That girl you work with. That didn't stop us from rattling some desk drawers loose last week.
Mhm.
Oh, and I see Jay decided to join. Hey, Jay Dog,
Hey.
what's
What's
up?
Up.
Thank you for joining in.
Hey, what's up?
What? How you doing, Jay? God damn. I apologize. I was rudely interrupted by one of my family members, which was most disruptive thing that should not have fucking occurred. God damn.
Okay.
Mhm.
Early on the stream, do you think you guys heard some commotion going on in the background by any chance? I'm just trying to keep this as drama-free as possible.
Oh,
No, I did not hear anything. No,
Oh no, I didn't
Nope.
hear anything. I wasn't even
Nothing?
here yet.
I didn't know drama. Just maybe some feedback, static.
Yeah,
Yeah.
static. Okay.
You're hearing things, Psycho.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure because I want to keep this as drama-free as possible.
Yeah, I don't see no trolling over there in the live chat. Take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
No.
trolling.
Mods, do your
nothing.
job. Hey, Outer Heaven, did I make you a mod yet?
No, you have not. No, that's
Oh yeah, I gotta make you a mod. I trust you to be one of my mods. You know,
yeah.
gotta have
definitely,
more
that's-
mods on my live streams. You know, the more the merrier.
Yeah, that sounds good.
The more the merrier, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyways, let me explain my memories of 04.
Okay, you're a standard moderator, Outer Heaven.
All right,
Any
awesome.
Cine Trolls, do your job.
All right, cool. I'll take care of that. No problem.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Sonia.
Hello, Sonia. Disaster movie.
Yeah. It was horrible.
J Dog. So you say that Shark Tale was a horrible movie, correct?
Yep. It sucked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lo and behold, I actually thought there were some scenes in there that were pretty funny. I like the part where Mr. Sykes, that pufferfish, was like pointing out different parts of the food chain. He was like, "There's rocks, there's whale poo, and then there's you." And it shows Oscar like way down at the bottom, right underneath the whale's shit. And then Oscar's
Yeah.
like, "That's messed up."
Right, yeah. That was funny, yeah.
And they made a reference to Preparation H. So you call it Preparation O for Oscar. It slays hemorrhoids just like it slays sharks.
I mean, it may sound wrong, but honestly, Angelina Jolie, the way she gets introduced when she comes in with that song, kind of fits modern females, some of the modern females nowadays.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if you don't sound like an incel, but the music choice, it wasn't subtle enough. I mean, surely there has to be some kind of music or way of introducing her that is as subtle as possible. I mean, subtlety makes character development more interesting. You got to admit.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick and Fente, how you been?
Hello, Nick.
Oh, fucking hell. Not the fucking scientist. Not now.
I want to see if Chayton can come in. I want to hear his thoughts about the memories of the early 2000s.
I don't know about that, Psycho, to be quite frank with you. Just,
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know what his memories, so I don't know if he has any memories, so maybe we should just, not to come off as a dick, but he's currently busy at this point.
No, he's married?
No, busy.
Oh, come on.
No, busy.
Oh.
Who
Oh, I
else
well-
wants to join?
thought you were saying he's married.
Do any of you guys remember these songs by any chance?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember Yeah by Usher. But there's another show I remember in 04. I do remember Drake and Josh.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
no, not Drake and Josh. Don't even get me started at that. This individual, Drake and Josh, one of them turned out to be an utter goddamn piece of human trash.
A sex offender.
I
Yes.
think so, yeah.
Yes.
I think I've been hearing those allegations. I got to find out more about it, and determine my judgment. Because, I mean, either way, it did ruin Drake Bell's reputation. But in all honesty, let's face it. After all the things that Drake Bell has been accused of doing, he makes Josh Peck look more like a saint compared to him, even though they've had their differences.
Josh Peck is selfish as a person.
Still makes him look more like a saint, at least in my humble opinion. Probably because I don't know him yet.
It was also the release of Danny Phantom was 2004.
Oh, Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
Huh. I gotta look into that.
Yes.
American animated series. Oh yeah, it did. It was released in 2004. On April 3rd, 2004. Let me share.
Yes,
Right
that's
quick.
correct.
He's a phantom.
Oh yeah, Danny Phantom, that's a classic.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and remember Ned's Declassified?
Yeah, that was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that show was funny.
Coconut Head in that one. That guy is weird. That kid was weird.
Yeah.
Coconut Head.
Well, I never thought I would be a predator. I guess I got what I deserve.
So, Utter Heaven, you say that you remember Fable, playing Fable a lot, right?
I never played it, but I seen some walkthroughs of it. Like I seen your gameplay of it and other gameplays a long time ago.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, classic game. And Doom 3, I played that one a little bit of too, using the chainsaw to kill everybody in that game with using the chainsaw. That was funny.
Speaking of
Doom
which,
3 is an
do you
awesome
mind-
game,
Do you
at
mind
least
if
in my
I share a
opinion.
screen 1 sec for? Do you mind if I share a screen for 1 second?
Go for it. Share your screen right quick. I'll stop sharing in a minute,
Oh my
so you
God,
can
stop
share what you got to
sharing.
share.
That kind of reminds me. I made a video on my group channel.
Okay. I just don't want.
There's a meme
I just don't want any copyright. That's all.
It's not. Don't worry, it's not copyrighted.
Okay.
It's
I mean,
just a-
Doom 3 is a fun game, but the art file in that game is such a fucking pain in the ass. I'm telling you. Like,
yeah.
it's like no matter how many hits you get, he's so hard to destroy. He throws trails of fire at you, which takes down your health a great deal, and he summons more demons to come at you. It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Pain in the motherfucking ass.
Do any of you
Pain in the
remember
butt.
Sly Cooper? Oh, do any of you remember Sly Cooper 2, Halo 2, and then Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
Yes.
Oh god damn it! You stole my fucking show, Lady M. No offense to y'all. I was going to say, hey, goddamn, San Andreas.
And the art
That
file on
game's
Doom Eternal,
awesome.
the art file on Doom Eternal, guys, he's no better. I'm telling you.
Yep. God damn it! What the hell is it doing? Hold on.
Another one I remember playing
your
was
time.
Prince of Persia.
Let's see.
Okay. Share your screen now, J Dog. I'm sharing right now.
All right. You see it?
I'm not seeing zilch, as you can tell by the screen. I don't know how quickly I'm going to wrap things up. My goal is to get this at least an hour long, if possible. But I'm actually going to be... the sex offender shuffle.
Yep. Look what I. Yep. Let's take a look at this. Look what I added. I added Drake Bell into this.
Nice.
I'm
I see
sorry,
you got
guys.
Dan
I'm
Schneider
sorry.
in
I
there,
had to
too.
do it. I had to do it.
I see that, yeah.
Road.
Sometime you got to put Jared Fogle in there, too.
Is this something? He's in there too.
Jared Fogle? Bill Cosby?
State of Florida has asked us to disclose our sexual crimes to you. We were bad, but now
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
there he is. Jared Fogle. Subway guy. Ew.
Oh my god.
Functioning members of society.
Even he
Birdman.
scares the bejeebies out of me.
Ezra Miller.
Functioning
All right, let me show you what we have. Let's go.
members of society. We're not nowhere trying.
Shit, the quality's fucked up.
Next time you recreate that, I'll show you who you got to put in there. You have to put in Warren Jeffs.
Who's Warren Jeffs?
I'll share a screen in a minute, but he's the founder of the FLDS, the Fundamentalist Latter-day Saints sect of the church. He was tried in 2007 for the sexual assault of 2 underage girls.
Yep. All right.
Damn.
Let's see who's in there. We got Dan Schneider. We got Birdman. We got Bill Cosby, Ezra Miller, Schneider, or Orlando Brown. Got Drake Bell, of course. Onision, EDP 445, and Jared from Subway.
Okay, I'll show you the guy who I'm talking about in a sec. I'll share it right now, just to get things out of the way.
Yep.
Talking about that.
All right. Stop sharing.
I'm talking about this nasty perv right here.
What the fuck?
Warren Jeffs, Utah court overturns polygamist's rape conviction.
Oh, what the fuck?
What
But
the
yeah,
actual fuck?
Yeah.
Even a smile gives me
God
the
damn.
creeps.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
but I'm still gonna watch Drake and Josh. I just separate the person from the personality.
Yeah, right.
I just don't focus on. I just don't think about the allegations. I think it's fucked up that he did it.
Yeah.
Still a good show either way. It's
Hmm.
not gonna ruin the show for me.
Yeah, right.
Ugh, god damn, that fucking beer is goddamn good. All I have to say about that for another time. But regardless, I need to speak on my part. What was my memories in 2004? The ones that you have listed there, Shrek 2, which obviously we're gonna have to watch that movie next after some time later.
White
But
chicks
Shark
too.
Tale, fuck off. Shark
White
Tales.
chicks.
For Shark Tales, now at the time I had no idea that the movie was bad. I thought it was actually a good movie, but years later I come to realize that the movie was a utter fucking trash.
Yeah,
Utter
I
fucking
thought it was good
trash.
too as a kid. I thought it was good too. Well, because of how stupid I was. But now that I come to think of it, it's a lot worse now than when it was when it first came out. Let's be real.
And even after all, even after for what almost 2 decades now since that movie came out, that I would have never thought of it. This movie was a utter fucking trash. Even after that movie, and wasn't it made by the DreamWorks or could be entirely somebody else, some other?
It was DreamWorks. DreamWorks made the movie. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
fuck me! I had no idea. It was Ghost.
Did you remember how actually the Shark Tale got nominated over the SpongeBob film?
Yeah, and the
yeah,
Polar
it's like,
Express.
what? Yeah.
I'll put her next too. I heard about Kathleen.
Yeah, but
I
yeah, it
heard
was
about the
nominated.
Kathleen situation.
But yeah,
Oh,
it was nominated.
wait, hold up. Sorry. What about Finding Nemo? That's a 2004 movie. Incredibles as well.
Yeah, but Finding Nemo's from 2003.
Oh, right. Never mind. We have to. All right. But Incredibles
School of Rock is
2004. You can see
2000. Oh, sorry about. I was going to say School of Rock is 2004. It's now free
Yeah.
to watch again.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
2003.
Free to watch again.
Jack Black.
I'm trying to think something. Gosh, what was it? What's funny too is that Finding Nemo came out about at least a year before Shark Tale even came out. And it's funny that DreamWorks decided to cash in on Finding Nemo's success by creating a Finding Nemo ripoff by having the movie set underwater with characters for fish and all these fish puns. Like Katie Couric, the news reporter lady, who's actually doing the voice of a fish called Katie Current. And then you have Muscle Crow, Jessica Shrimpson, Muscle Crow, Jessica Shrimpson, Cod Stewart, and all these other fish puns in that movie.
Cringy.
Yeah.
Yep. Is it fine if I send the link to my group? The streamer
Sure,
link?
maybe, yeah.
Now-
Jay, I gotta send you an invite to my movie server for Nostalgia Tards. I hope you get the chance to come in soon.
Oh.
Hey, Nick and
Hello,
Pinte.
gentlemen.
Hello,
2004,
Nick and Pinte. How have you been?
Yeah, apparently I can't get my connect to my YouTube with the StreamYard link.
Well, that sucks. Well, at least you're here now. Welcome.
Yeah, 2004. What a year that was.
I need to continue on.
Chaotic at best, but still.
I remember that was my middle school years.
I need to continue on with my memories of 2004. Now, this one, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, is actually one of the other. It is actually one of the other movies that I managed to watch during the time when the Harry Potter movies was starting to explode in theaters for the majority of it. It even has its own tie-in games, no less. So something that should be taken into consideration because some of you have not even heard of the Harry Potter movies game.
I have.
Actually have a movie tie-in games. So for that,
I
you
remember
are
that.
deliberately missing out, and you owe it to yourself. Get the fucking game for yourself, or any Harry Potter games you could find, and you
I played
should
the Harry Potter
not.
game. I played it before Christmas. Maybe like once or twice, or maybe a little bit, but I remember with the game when it came out.
I played the
Me
first
too.
one years ago.
You definitely.
Shark Tale came out with a tie-in game too. Sorry.
Some of you actually owe it to yourselves that you need to play some of the older or Harry Potter games, especially in the ones that
I
2004,
have to.
you got over to yourself. Now, moving away from Harry Potter, I have watched that, and perhaps maybe I'm not a necessarily fan of it, but at least there were some good things going around with the Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So
Yep.
there's that. Shark Tale,
Mhm.
again, as I said, I thought it was good at the time when that movie was released, but after decades later, I found it to be a fucking utter garbage. And this is what I don't think it holds up to a candle to the defining after all those years. I'm sorry to say that, but Shark Tale,
It's all
I thought
good.
you were good, but you just didn't hold up to the test of time. So you can get into the fucking garbage trash can. So Shrek 2 would definitely need to watch that movie at some point. But Shrek 2 was somewhat as of a good movie, but we're gonna have to watch that movie with our friend in our own time when we get it.
In 2004.
As far
Encore came
as
out.
Yeah.
Oh, Encore.
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 Don't
did I-
forget
Encore.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, this album
Yeah, I
came out in
was gonna say,
2004. Now, I have a
Hellboy.
friend who's like really hard and very serious about music by Eminem. He loves Eminem, is one of his favorite musical artists. But he was saying that he really didn't like Encore as much. I think from what I heard, it was around the time when Eminem was still popping pills, pill junkie, talk about killing his mom, the old school Eminem, the real Slim Shady, one who never pulled his punches and still does not pull his punches even to this very day.
Anyway, back to the movies.
Yes, okay.
In a
course,
list
yeah,
of
back to
movies that came out that year. 51st
Yes.
Dates with
Mhm.
Adam Sandler.
But
Oh, what was it?
but
51st Dates with Adam Sandler. That was a movie. Sorry, Adam Sandler.
Let me search that up.
There was also
51st
What the
Dates.
hell
Oh,
happened?
yeah, it was from 2004.
Catch That Kid.
Yeah.
That's a movie from 20th
Yeah, I
Century Fox.
remember Eminem. I remember the old Eminem. Man,
Yeah,
back
and
when
I said,
Eminem
Hellboy.
Eminem put effort into his music, but nowadays, ever since he grew a beard, he went downhill.
Who remembers this from the 2000s?
Ah, American Online.
Yep. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Dial tone. Oh god.
that noise.
I
It,
just like to torture you all.
Oh my god.
it is torture.
Oh.
It was a pain in the ass back then.
Dear God,
Cocaine
what the hell?
It still is to
I
this
remember
day.
that sound.
It's like nailed on a chalkboard.
Kids these
Yeah,
days don't
exactly.
get the
That's what
pain.
I would say. Like nailed on a chalkboard.
That's
Welcome,
what
you
I
got
said,
mail.
yeah.
You got mail.
You got
You got
Have
pictures.
a
Far
now
fun.
to move it back to the movies. The next movie that we need to see is the goddamn fuck. I almost forgot. Do any of you watch the fucking Spider-Man 2 or the Sam Raimi's trilogies that was
I just
set?
said
yeah.
before.
What movie?
I think I watched Spider-Man 2 before.
Oh, Spider-Man 2. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that was a good
I
one.
watched Spider-Man
Yeah.
2 before, yeah.
Doc
and-
Ock
and-
in that one.
I saw the original
said
Spider-Man.
before.
Yeah, that's the Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire, and then another one was Hellboy with Ron Perlman.
Hellboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
I'm trying
Oh,
to think
yeah.
of one.
Yeah.
There
one
was
from
another
2000.
movie I remember from 2004. Scooby-Doo 2.
Monsters Unleashed.
I think that was the first one that got released in 2004.
Oh, yeah.
The second one came out later on.
Yeah, the first Scooby-Doo movie was from 2002, I believe.
Yes.
Rowan Atkinson was in that one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one thing that stood out to me, and I don't know if any of you have paid attention to it. Jennifer Garner. Well, I actually recognized her role as Elektra in a Marvel comics movie, from my understanding. But now looking at this, I had never looked at her other movie that she was in until moments ago. 13 going on 30, which
Oh, yeah, I know that movie.
I hated that one, to be honest. It sucks.
And interesting enough, that
agree with you on
2004 was
that.
the last movie the Olsen twins did.
which
What about
New York Minute.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh,
That was the
one's
last
terrible,
movie.
too.
I'm sorry?
Who, me or who are you referring to?
Look up New York Minute. That was probably the last time they ever did acting, the Olsen twins.
And Eugene Levy as
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that actor.
Because after that, they got out of Hollywood. And thank goodness.
That's
Uh-huh.
good.
Yeah. They're staying more behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Now,
but there was.
look,
I'm trying to think.
sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm trying to think.
All
Did I
good.
tell you guys about this one dialogue that I thought was pretty funny from 13 going on 30? I mean, the movie itself was cringe, but I thought it had some good soundtracks here and there, like some good background music. But other
Oh,
than that,
so did Mean Girls.
oh
Mean
yeah,
Girls.
Mean Girls.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Lindsay Lohan.
I haven't
What
seen the
about Kill
movie.
Bill?
I haven't seen
Volume
the whole
2?
movie. I just remember the principal pulling down the fire alarm, the showers going on, like everyone to the gymnasium immediately.
I remember that. It was funny.
Anyways,
I
here's one.
remember.
I'm trying to think
On
of it.
Wednesdays we wear pink.
And I was like,
I remember
why are
that
you
one.
so obsessed with me? You are a mean girl. You're a bitch. You're
Oh, the
plastic.
one,
Yeah.
the partner.
Cold,
He
shiny,
wanted
hard
fun.
plastic.
How about Taco? You wanted something fun? How about we go to Taco Bell? I'm on an old carb diet. You, God, kid, you're so stupid.
I want my
What
pink shirt
about-
back. I want my pink shirt back.
Sorry about that. My shit lagged.
I'm sorry, J-Dog. I'm sorry.
So
Do
stupid.
you remember? Darn, what's the other one?
Now, I need to go.
Oh, do you
I
remember
need
when
to
she
go back.
when they're? Oh, go on, Firelord. Go on.
I need to go back on my part because we've been consistently interrupting each other, and it's
Sorry.
even harder to keep track of it.
I'm sorry.
Now, Jennifer Garner, I have not looked her at her movie database as she was in it, and I honestly have not paid a lot of attention to her actresses. But Jennifer Garner, from what I can remember, she played the role of Elektra in Marvel movies. I think it was either in 2004 or 2005. I cannot determine what year it was released, but I've been hearing it that the movie Elektra was utter fucking trash. At least Jennifer Garner was able to play that goddamn role, but I don't know if I should feel bad about it or not. I honestly can't tell. So this 13 going on 30 is a movie that I yet to watch at some point in my life. So that is something that that is something that I have to consider on my own time when I get the chance. So there's that. The other movie that was there above Shark Tale.
Lemony Snickets? You mean? Yeah.
Okay, The Polar Express. I watched that movie, but I could not determine if the movie was that fucking bad or good. At least not in my opinion. So I can't get a definitive conclusion for The Polar Express. So there's that. So from this forward, I have nothing else to add for the movies that was released in 2004. So let's jump into the gaming section of it, which is really, really important because some of it might have been omitted at the part that you might have missed that out. So there's a couple of things to that. Firstly, in 2004, it was announced that Nintendo DS was to be released in 2004, which is the first handheld console to be released.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I missed
And
some
something-
things. I mean, I know my streams are not perfect, but I managed to get the gist of some of the memories, you know. I know I missed some
My greatest hits.
I understand that as Psycho. So, but I thought it would be relevant for me to get into a part that you could have those memories. And at least on my part, I have some fond memories of it. In 2004, when you, and this is partially Lady M's fault for saying it and took words right out of my mouth. No offense to you, Lady M, but you spoke
okay.
about you spoke GTA San Andreas, which is actually what I have actually played. Well, my brother at least, but he played a shit ton of it, and so did I. But god fucking damn, was that game a long one.
Classic.
It is. It was classic. The missions and the racing and Big Smoke. Number 9 large. The drug.
Oh my god! Okay, let me stop you there. I can actually impersonate that on this. So let me try that.
Do it.
I'll have 2 number 9, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda.
And they can jump at the ballers. Straight up ballers. Those right.
God damn it! And I never thought you would say that. And even the quotes that these I think what was it called, Grove Street gangs that they were called. Some of these motherfuckers are even said, boy, bitch ass pump, ball sucker, your balls got dropped, yeah, homie. Yeah, these bulls in your mail, bull ass bitches, get these bizzles in your jizzles. You a punk ass ball sack. Family's got 7 vaginas. Screw your vagina hoes. Y'all some loose sorry botchos with none of your vaginas. LSV killer. Loose sorry vaginas get fucked, man. Family bang on ass touch.
Yep, got a crazy quotes and catchphrase, of course, from that game. SNN.
Yes, you can't have any of those Grove Street games included in that without having some quotes that will make your laugh your ass off. It's so fucking funny.
It is. It's hilarious. And plus, there's some weird missions with the weird characters are doing. With the hippie character, with the triads. I know there's some characters like from GTA 3, Claude and crazy chick Claudia. You remember that mission?
Yes, I do. I do remember that Catalina was her name.
She was a crazy bitch, man. Oh my god, we had to talk more about it another time, but privately, it was fucking awesome. That game was hilarious.
Yes, even still to this day, it holds up a candle to the original release of the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So it's no less captivating than what we have played. But all those, and there's actually some other things that I should have mentioned as earlier. What was the most frustrating missions you had to deal with in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
Oh, the one with the lowrider mission and the one with the. God damn, what was the hardest mission? It's been a long time. There's a lot of missions in that game.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Can I be honest with you? After first a few initial attempts, you have to try with the lowrider section of it, where you get to meet Cesar Villalpando. That was a little frustrating to do, but once you get the hang of it and get the rhythm of following up for that, then you get the hang of it, especially with the dance part of the section that you have to deal with, which is kind of a mandatory thing. And
what about the racing missions? They're like so goddamn hard to pass.
Oh yes, that one as well. Some of the racing missions you have to deal with is also going to be pain in the ass. And I think that there was one other missions that you have to deal with in the Las Venturas.
Right.
That you have to do around about it. And the one section I think off the top of my head, you have to go at the dam to find exactly.
In this quest, I have to reunite the traitor, the lost traitor, with his brother, who is at the other end of the abandoned road near the bandit camp. And I'm going to begin. I do a lot of damage with this sword, guys. I'm telling you. I have to kill a bunch of bandits along the way because they're going to try to stop me from reuniting the traitor with his brother.
Please help me. Thomas, my brother, is lost somewhere up ahead. Follow me. I think he's somewhere up here.
Right. Find the stranded traitor. This is the job for me. The hero.
Thing.
He's deeper into the forest.
Oh, I'm telling you guys, this game has a really good soundtrack. Right? You see how quickly it's killing those guys? This is easy.
Oh yeah, I see.
Walk in the woods. It's like walking the park. Yeah. Yeah, they're flying off. Oh yeah, finishing.
I remember my cousin and I. We used to love that. We used to watch Drake and Josh. My favorite episode. I gotta say, my favorite episode of Drake and Josh would be what's the name?
All right.
The dog episode, where
that
they got
was
chased by the
Look
dog.
how
That
easy that was,
episode was hilarious.
Yeah.
I do have a
I'm
ton
sorry,
of
Jay,
favorite
do your
episodes.
talking? I'm sorry, Jay, do your talking again?
Yep. I have like a ton of favorite episodes of Drake and Josh.
Honestly, if I don't follow along with these Drake and Josh episodes, I'm sorry. Personally, I was never really a Drake and Josh fan growing up. SpongeBob was always my go-to on Nickelodeon. Always has, always will be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fact.
but what's
Same
funny
here.
what like about hold on, what about SpongeBob? It's like when they show zoom into the effect of it, like they zoom into their faces and like some randomness. That's what I like about that. They zoom in, like what they look like is so funny.
Oh yeah, there's extra detail when they zoom in and shit.
Yeah, like what they look like is so
Yeah.
funny. What with SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs, and Squidward, and and like 6 hours later, the French narrator.
Yeah, right. Or
Yep.
British, I don't know.
Yeah,
Is
Mhm.
he
I remember.
French?
Yeah, it was like a
Super,
Yeah.
special, secret assignment.
Oh. chocolate.
Yeah.
Well, the one was the one funny part in here. Like with SpongeBob stinky, smelly breath, and Patrick like, "Is he ugly? Look at him! Look at him!"
Oh yeah, look
You
at it.
think
Look at it.
I'm
I mean,
stalling?
that was funny.
So to go
I'm
back
not
with
stalling
the
anything. Yeah,
so
yes, you're stalling.
Yeah.
so to go back with the gaming section of it, well, for me at least, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas actually has some of the frustrating missions we have. I mentioned about the lowrider section, the racing section of it, and at least in Las Venturas where you have to go and use the airplane to do a bit of a tasking here and there, and especially the school. Well, you have to teach yourself how to fly around it because this one was the most frustrating thing that you have to deal with in order to get your brother Sweet out of the prison, from my understanding.
Yeah, with the
That
government agent guy, I remember that.
yes, Mike Torino was his name.
Oh, he could go on a jetpack.
Yes, yes, and a jetpack as well, no less. And the
Hmm.
last part of the mission in the end of the line, that's what it's named, the final mission, which is actually 100th and final mission of the game. End of the line, where you have to go and kill Big Smoke. And then, especially after that, you have to chase Officer Tenpenny around just to technically end the mission, and technically you could have killed Officer Tenpenny. Oh, what the hell was that?
I have no clue.
It's
This is a
Psycho.
sound
He's doing-
effect. It's from. I heard it in Beyond Scared Straight.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
just
remember
testing the
that.
music panel. That's all.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, same here. Me
I
too.
think Beyond Scared Straight is pretty funny.
Beyonce was
Yeah.
great. Oh, yeah, that show's awesome. It's like those juvenile kids. Like, yeah, you do this right now. You're fucked right now. Like, they make
Yeah.
it like,
Yeah, they don't play around. They want people to do the right thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
respect their parents and don't be doing this shit and and give them like a hard lesson in life.
Yeah.
There was one girl on that show. I know that show came out around like 2011 or 2012, not around the early 2000s. But I had a share. And here's how it all started. So I don't know how we started talking about Beyond Scared Straight. I was just testing the this background music panel where I can add different songs and sound effects and shit. And then all of a sudden we start talking about it. But there's this one episode I like her with this girl called her name is, I dare you not, her name is called Tata. Or Titan.
I remember that one.
She's like, who the fuck you think you is? Do not call me a bitch because I'm not your female dog. But the CEOs, they were having the time.
God.
But the CEOs, they were having the time of their life. They were just watching her act up, and they were smiling too because they know that she was out of control. But they thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Along with watching the SpongeBob film, did you guys also play the SpongeBob movie game? I know I did. Yeah, I
did.
done both. Yeah.
I saw the movie,
Yeah.
but if you recall, David Hasselhoff's in that movie.
Oh yeah, he was. I remember
Yeah,
that.
that's what the best part about that movie.
Mhm.
David Hasselhoff.
You think I'm stalling?
Yeah. What about when they sing the song "Now That We're Men"? But before that, Patrick, how he just gets the face, which is now a meme, and then
Yeah.
he says, "Mindy, did you see my underwear? Did you want to?"
God dang. Oh, goddamn! I actually forgot about this. This almost slipped my mind. There was Need for Speed Underground 2, which was released on 2004. 2004,
Oh,
mind.
nice.
I actually played Need for Speed Underground 2 at the time when that game was released, but it was actually a U.S. copy of it not the European version that I should have owned. Technically, we have a super mini cars that we technically do have that in most of the European countries anyway. But having a US copy of it was not a bad deal either. You have, I think it was called Acura RS6 or NS6. I forgot about that. But I believe it was a Type R. Yes, Type R. That's it. And the other one, I could be wrong on this, but it could be Honda Civic. Yes, Honda Civic. I think that's all. That's the only one that I could remember off the top of my head. But the Need for Speed Underground 2 that I played, most of it I have played the majority. Well, my brother played it anyway, but you could play the majority of the time whatever you want. You can pimp the fuck out of a car and modify it at any given moment what you want. Every single goddamn thing in the Need for Speed Underground 2, much more reminiscent of that what I could possibly imagine. You could even fuck around with that, and I fucking love that. The Need for Speed Underground 2, while it is the most ambitious thing that you could ever have by pimping the fuck out of a car, is actually goddamn good. I'm not gonna lie, but there were some scrapped. But there were some not the copies. There were some things that has been recently uncovered about several decades. Well, decades later, there were some beta footages and some beta assets that has been not yet used or never been used in a final product of the game. So that's something you should definitely you folks to look into that, because the development of the Need for Speed Underground 2 is something you should definitely look into. That how it was designed and the maps were originally designed to be, so you could take a look for yourself. Look at that.
And then another
like
one.
mirror.
Oh, that's cool.
Go on, Riley.
Mirror and stuff.
But yeah. Also, going back to Mean Girls, do you remember when they are like all talking on the phone, and at the end it's Regina and the girl, like she's like,
Yeah.
I can't go out. I'm sick. Yeah. Boo, you whore.
Oh, Mean Girl, though. The quote part's funny. The phone scene.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with Mean Girls. Here's the thing. Mean Girls was popular when I was very young. I remember it airing on TV every so now and then, but I haven't gotten the chance to watch it. I might remember some clips of it, but I'm not familiar with the whole movie.
Yeah. Out of all these films, I'd say the most quotable one is probably, I'd say, Shrek 2. It's between Shrek, White Chicks, and SpongeBob to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where am I in Crazy Town? I have had enough of this nonsense. You think I'm stalling? Stalling, yes. Stalling. Stalling.
I've got something to say about Mr. Krabs.
The next thing that I can say, it is in Need for Speed Underground 2, and actually this is a bit of a fun trivia. There's this one exclusive song, well, actually, maybe not exclusive, but one side of this stuck in my head. It was every time you play a game, you end up hearing the song Riders on the Storm, which actually would belong to the Doors, but it's actually remixed by Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is in your house. Snoop Dogg doors at your door. God damn, I'm terrible at making a black impression on this. So sue me for that. But the Snoop Dogg's remix of Riders on the Storm is really what took me the most, because it always stuck into my head every time I play that game. So there was no exception to the rule that you could definitely play that game without having Snoop Dogg in remix in this bitch. So there's at least some justification to it. So definitely, I would recommend most of you to get that game, Need for Speed Underground 2. Get a hard copy of it. Especially with
I played that game. That was awesome. Yeah.
So the next, yes, oh God, I almost forgot about that, and I should have mentioned this. I don't think most of you would remember this, even in 2004, but us Europeans had to wait for at least a couple of months until we actually received the game, what was called Mega Man X7.
I played that game. Yeah, that game was awesome.
I gotta share something. So this actor, David Thewlis, who played Professor R.J. Lupin in Harry Potter: Prisoner of Azkaban, I have to remember to talk about him. He played the role as the commandant in the camp for the movie Boy in the Striped Pajamas, which was a sad movie, no doubt about that.
All the Holocaust and all that, yes.
Oh yeah, I saw that movie. Sad one.
That was a good movie.
Rupert Friend was actually in that movie too, and I was actually doing some digging. But it turns out Rupert Friend, who was in the movie Boy in the Striped Pajamas, there was actually there was an interesting fact that when he was not on screen, it actually horrified him and it freaked him out to play a role as a Nazi official in that movie. So in that one scene where he was screaming at the kids too for the fact that German kid was friends with that Jewish kid who was a prisoner in the camp. When they were not filming, Rupert Friend, the actor, sat down to talk with them to let them know that he didn't mean to scare them intentionally, that this was all part of the role. Did you guys know that?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I did not. No, I did not.
I did not. Oh, I did not know that.
Well, the more you know.
Wow.
But I'll make sure to talk more about that when we talk about the year 2008.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there was one other thing, and I think you really shouldn't be omitting that part, and I think most of you might not even be remembering this. I actually watched Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and one of the popular shows that we grew up with and all those years ago. That's what I actually grew up with from 2004. Although I could be wrong on that, but please do correct me on that. Okay, so that would be the last thing I have spoken about that, because aren't there any shows that I used to watch that's from 2004 or
Sonic X, was it around during 2004? I have like a horrible memory. I mean, I discovered Sonic X later on, and it's got a mix of some good reviews and bad reviews. I mean, a lot of people I know seem to have not liked it, but hey, I personally liked it because hey, it was a show based off a popular franchise that I liked as a kid. In this case, the Sonic franchise. And I liked it. And I was like, hey, why not? I thought it was pretty entertaining. I thought it was pretty funny.
It was released in 2003.
Yeah. I think it had some reruns there in 2004, too. But,
the year I was born.
And the Kids WB, I think, was still a thing in 2004.
Right, that was classic, Kids WB.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have not been introduced to Sonic X until at around 2004, I believe. Although what we used to have, we had to go around use it for other networks that we could use it for the other channels, so like Jetix, which is actually Russia, for what I could understand. Although technically, it actually did contain the English language in there, English voice language in there, but any other advertisements within the Jetix is kind of in the Russian language. Although I might be misremembering it from my memories, so you could sue me for that. But Sonic X, while yes, I understand that the show was a horrible one, there's some charms to it, no less. So you got to give.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, that show was a hit or miss.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was a miss. You're right. I recall that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's terrible.
Yes, I couldn't say for certain how whether or not the Sonic X was a terrible show. Even with the actually, I feel like I should clarify this for something else, and I'll get to that part when I get to it. But Sonic X, in of itself, while I would actually prefer to watch the original Japanese dub in there. The English was kind of hit or miss, although some of the voice actors in English dub it was kind of amazing, but at the same time.
Yeah.
They butchered it so much, and they took out some of the context of what was used in the original Japanese one. So there's that. Now, for the Foster's Imaginary Friend, I kind of used to watch that until at some point either I got bored of it, either I actually got bored of it because I didn't find it to be necessarily entertaining, or I just couldn't find its appeal.
Yeah. Right.
Oh wait, I think I know one good show was on. I remember after Wings Club, the Wings Club Psycho. There was a show called Kirby. That series, Kirby, that pink guy.
I kind of find it stupid in my opinion.
It was okay. I got it based on the video game, and there was this one a Japanese fighting game called Ultimate Muscle. You guys heard of that show? It was on Fox 2 years ago. Ultimate Muscle. It was kind of funny too, but it wasn't that. And then later on, it stopped airing it for a while. It was pretty decent. And what else? One of the show? Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, that was a good one too. And later on, was man,
Indeed.
yeah.
Yeah. What about all the music like 1-2 Step and all the ones that like Psycho posted? I want to see you 1-2 Step. Yeah, I remember dancing, doing that back in school.
I like that song. Yeah, I like that song too as a kid.
Actually, while I'm at it, I think I may actually have to find some of the list that's been out in 2004, or maybe there's something that I could remember from it while I'm ahead, so that way I will be able to find it.
What about the song "Cool" by Gwen Stefani? I know we're cool. I know
Oh
we're
yeah, I
cool.
remember that one a few years ago.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't recall any of those, but maybe let's look at the bottom one, shall we? I figured there was one song that I forgot what was it called. Lean Back. Yes, that's it. Lean Back. But it was actually remixed in the Need for Speed Underground too, for what I can remember off the top of my head. As I kind of mentioned it, but I didn't want to bring that up until this was seen here. Lean Back. That's what it's called.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that and also Hold That Girl. Yeah, I remember both of those. Yeah.
In 2004, I got to make sure that I have to check up on the list which music songs that has been released in 2004, so that I can actually take a look at it. What was it called? So you have a Lean Back, which is actually one of them. I can't find any other songs that I'm familiar with that is from 2004. So there's not that many of it that I can think of off of my head.
Ooh, J-Dog, I see he's back.
Yeah, it lagged again. It fucking lagged again.
Oh, who
God.
just left?
Sorry, I'm pissed off. Sorry, it pisses me
Nick.
off sometimes. Oh yeah, let's
Did.
talk about another song in 04. Oh yeah, Good Life by Kanye and T-Pain. I remember that song.
Trying to think of another one.
I think Kanye had some good songs in 2004.
Oh, I was gonna say Gold Digger, even though that one came out in 2005. I'll have to make sure to include
Oh yeah, I
that.
remember the Good Morning album. I think it did. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to be a big Kanye. I used to love Kanye when I was younger, but nowadays he's fucking nuts.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. He's conservative, but I don't mean to talk. I don't mean to be too political. But with the whole political scenario and all the stuff he said, he seems to be the embodiment of what a lot of the liberal media seems to make conservatives out to be. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick and Fintech.
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry about
Okay.
that. I'm home my StreamYard.
Okay, so Psycho, I think I found out the one song that stood out to me. It's actually from a German industrial band called Rammstein.
Oh yeah,
it's called,
I know.
I think
Du
I remember
hast.
One at a time, please. Do not talk over, please.
Sorry.
What were you trying to say, Jay?
I remember the College Dropout album he did. I remember Lil Wayne had some decent songs in 04.
Okay, so in my mind, I actually looked it up. Rammstein from Germany, they're the industrial band. Released a song what's called America, America, it's wunderbar, like that.
Yeah.
Huh.
I
Speaking
think
of America,
I remember,
there was a song called American Idiot by Green Day, 2004.
Okay.
And another one, Because of You by Nickelback. How could I forget about that? Although it's Nickelback is just not a good band anymore after all those years later, should I add.
Lil Wayne had some decent music. I remember The Carter.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne had The Carter back in 04.
Oh, yeah. Remember that.
This is a Carter. This is the Carter.
That meme song, Ding Dong Song by Gunther, was actually released in 04.
Yep. There's a lot of good hits in 04. Jesus Christ. No wonder why people say 2004 is the best year of the 2000s.
Bad.
Next song on the list is the Black Betty by Spider Bay, which is actually one of the songs that's featured in Need for Speed Underground 2.
Right. Well. We made it at least about an hour and 10 minutes. I think we've covered a lot today to talk about in regards to
wait, hold on. You shouldn't even forget this. This one is a popular song. This is what it's called, Ozone Devastating Day, which actually what I think it's called Maya He Maya Ho
Oh
God.
Numa
Numa guy.
Oh my. That song is practically a meme at this point, I'm telling you.
So what's the Ding Dong song by Gunther?
All right, I think I'm gonna go. I have anxiety that my computer's gonna get worse. All right.
Okay. Hope you'll see you again next time. Now this one, Numa A Psycho. This is practically from 2004 that was released. But goddamn, that hit the nostalgia on me way too goddamn hard than I should have. But come on, you gotta cut me some slack.
It's okay. No. I get you. Yeah. There's some things that you don't want to forget about the 2000s. I don't blame you.
Yeah. Time the 2000s.
Yes. But what I would have to ask this is, what was your first impression on Numa A for that song that came out in 2004?
Ooh. I said, it's just a song. It won't be that popular.
Well, seemed pretty generic at first, I admit. But that one guy made a video out of it that reached at least a million views.
That Gary guy. His name was?
Yeah, with the glasses.
What would be everybody's favorite? Oh, sorry, go on, Firelord.
And the early 2000s, too, saw the height of laugh-out-loud random humor, where stupid and annoying things were mistaken for funny.
It's actually kind of interesting. No less, I would have to say.
What did you say, Psycho? I'm sorry. What did you say, Psycho? I didn't get that. The last part you say?
I said that the early 2000s saw the height of laugh-out-loud random humor. It's where stupid and annoying things were mistaken for funny.
Oh, that one. I do not. Time. I don't.
What would be everybody's favorite? One of their favorite quotes from the White Chicks that they've seen it.
My favorite
White Chicks. Though, we gotta watch that movie. I want you to.
Scene is Terry Crews, where he's dancing with the whistle in his mouth and he's shirtless in the nightclub.
I remember that. Yeah.
What about the restaurant scene? The restaurant scene.
And they fart, and like he tries to get him to not be interested in him by farting, and then it doesn't work. It only makes him interested in him even more.
And the dad from Home Alone was in it.
Yeah.
John
Hurt.
He
was. Yeah, he was.
John Hurt. I was like, I wonder if something has to do with the Home Alone theory. So that's what Peter McAllister was doing after Home Alone.
Yeah, this dude's saying to me, he tried to kiss me, and on top of that, he's been farting for the last 20 minutes.
Damn. I remember that one.
I remember after the nightclub scene where Terry Crews wakes up with the guy next to him in the bed.
Yeah, he thinks it's the girl that guy he's attracted to, but it was the guy who he was also intoxicated with.
He's on a drug, but
where's
the trail? He was in the wheelchair too. And then Terry Crews watches over him and he's like, I fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another song. There's another song that I was just going to say. This is another song that I just thought off my top of my head. It's song "You're Beautiful" by James Blunt. You're beautiful.
Oh, that song.
That song. I remember that song. Yeah, it's a song about an unrequited love, a love that just was not meant to be. He only saw her once, and he never saw her again.
Well, that's just kind of sad to say the least. But that particular song, "You're Beautiful" from James Blunt, is actually one of the few songs that I tend to hear, but not by a whole lot, to put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's another good song, 2004. "Drop It Like It's Hot." Drop it like it's hot.
I also like the scene where they're at the beach and then one of them ends up getting hit with the football because of the girls, and they throw it back and he's like, Don't worry, I won't.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Well, it's still white chocolate. I wouldn't want you to melt.
Yeah.
He says, "I'll slowly touch Schwartz Negro."
What about?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Sorry,
gotta be
Psycho.
careful what you say. You gotta be careful what you just said, Psycho, because you just said the N word right there.
No, but I didn't say like the N word. N word.
He didn't say with the hearty art, so he's in the clear.
At
But
least that's
he says that in the
something.
movie.
Wait, I know one part. What was the party scene? The party scene when the white party scene.
Yeah,
They,
yeah, that's the club scene where they also do the dance off and
no.
like you said,
The white
Terry
party
Crews.
scene. They have the white fashion show, whatever, and they.
Oh, the
Yeah, I can
auction,
see
you
where the
mean?
word Negro is not
Yeah.
appropriate now these days in polite society because of how it was used to identify blacks. I mean, Negro means black, but how it was used back then, yeah.
Oh, never mind. You're talking about the ending scene, yeah, where he's like, "It's a. Did you forget this is an all-out white party? Are you telling me
Yeah.
you're not?" Yeah, that scene. Okay.
And the one like they were fighting, they blow their cover and they fight against the father, who was the real mastermind. And the one they like, oh, we have to go home. And we're broke. Whatever. MC broke or Michael Jackson broke. MC broke, and those two twins like were crying.
Are you filming me?
Yeah. Also, how the actual twins are like, "Oh no, we've been cloned."
I remember that.
What
I
was you up
remember
and me
when
and
they
you were through?
picked
We
up
know
the
the girls
twin.
ain't gonna be there. Oh, they'll be there.
Let's say, remember when the two officers thought the twins were the guys?
Yeah.
Then they took them.
Yeah.
And they pull the pants down and she slugs him in the face.
I remember they
Yeah,
I remember that part.
and the chief talks to him on the phone, and the one brother grabs the other man's brothers in the balls. So he wouldn't say
and then
anything.
everybody.
Oh, and
when
the
they
wife
also
finds out
find-
about he's cheating on him. Like, this is a man.
You're sick.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then remember when they're after they get fired and they're on their way back to the place and they say it's time to triple TKA.
I remember
Time
that.
to
Yeah.
totally
Time to
kick ass.
totally kick ass.
yeah.
Yeah.
Another
You
movie
hit like
was
a bitch.
or was
You hit
Meet
like
the Fockers with Ben
Yeah.
Stiller.
Mhm.
It was the sequel to Meet the Parents.
Oh, and Meet the Fockers.
Yeah, that movie was funny.
Oh yeah, and his real name's Gaylord Fokker. That's his real name in the movie.
Yeah,
Hey yo, hold my poodle. Hold my poodle.
with the baby saying asshole.
Oh yeah, you guys watching Scarface? Watching Scarface,
Oh.
and he was glued. Yeah, that was funny.
Okay,
There
guys.
There was one other movie that I just thought about this just before you end the stream, Psycho. There's
Okay.
one other movie that you have not yet watched it, but I recommend you watch it. It's called The Butterfly Effect from 2004.
Ah, that one.
There's a lot of good movies in 2004. The Born Supremacy,
Yes.
National Treasure, The Polar Express.
Secret Windows too. I would recommend watching Secret Window.
The
The
Born
Incredible-
Dynamite, Incredibles, 4-Year-Old Virgin.
Yes, that
Wow.
one. There's a couple of other ones that I could find it, but I think at this point we're running out of time. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't even thought of this until just now. I'm looking at the list of the movies from 2004. There's one movie that you have not yet watched, but I wouldn't recommend watching it anyway because it's kind of terrible and sustained to the 70s. It's called Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, that movie.
Oh, here's another comedy you should watch in 2004. Soul Plane.
Ah, yeah, that movie.
With Tom Arnold in it.
Tom Arnold in that one. Oh my god.
I think those are the ones. I think those are the ones that I could actually find. But to be honest, since we're running out of time, and I don't want to drag this on for too long, Psycho, because quite frankly, all those movies and especially video games that I finally remember of, looking back to it now, and especially I don't look at you, Shark Tail, because I thought you were good, but decades later, you're just an utter fucking trash. I hate to tell you that.
And then
But
that's somebody.
but to be
Go on.
But to be honest, I have no. But to be honest, I apologize for coming off like that. Oh my god, I almost forgot, and now that I remember it now, even after we just finished off the movie section, I remember one game, and this is one movie, and one game and one game alone that I never really thought I would say this.
Which
It's
one?
the Prince of Persia: The Warrior Within.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember naming that earlier. Yeah, I said that earlier. Another movie I
Garfield.
would name is Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Garfield,
Okay.
the movie.
Oh yes.
Before I end about the whole dialogue from White Chicks, it's fine though because it's not like the actual bad word that's being used. But here's the thing: it's the dialogue in that movie. So to some degree, I kind of get a pass. I should say.
Right.
I don't think I'm trying to be offensive or anything.
No. You're just quoting from the movie.
Yeah.
Now, do you think like how somebody want a sequel to it? Do you think a sequel should be made, or you agree with like the Wayans that if they wanted White Chicks too, no, people can figure out their
Nah,
own way
too
to make
late
it.
for that. Too late for that.
Yeah.
No, they'll
I
probably
agree.
be with today's society. They'll get canceled probably.
Yeah, triggered all these SJWs. Oh, it's offensive. Cancel it.
Ooh.
Well, if you think about this in the common sense, the fact that two black guys are doing a mockery of white women, it's bad enough that you cannot have two white guys doing a mockery of black women. Don't you think from this SJW logic that black people should get a pass doing a mockery of white people? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Oh, another movie I forgot to mention: Napoleon Dynamite. Unless you mentioned that.
Oh, Napoleon Dynamite! I forgot to bring that in
Freaking
there.
idiot!
That was funny.
God,
freaking idiot! Gross.
Kept some of your tots, Lucky.
Napoleon, give me some of your tots. No, go find your own. Come on, give me some of your tots.
I actually had a kid in school who looked like Napoleon Dynamite.
Nice.
He's a sledgehammer.
Well,
Pedro Santis is the best one. Uncle Rico.
Yeah.
with the bodybuilding lady.
Oh yeah, Starlight Night. Forget about it. Brooks Quando.
Do you feel lucky, punk?
Clint Eastwood. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty Harry.
I have no fucking clue. I would just pull that fucking stunt when I said, "Do you feel lucky?"
Oh, dodgeball. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, all those discussions we have just talked about, and even especially the ones with the Prince of Persia, Warrior Within, all those particular games that I can remember off the top of my head, Need for Speed Underground 2, are the ones I just mentioned, Prince of Persia, Warrior Within, and a couple of other ones that I can't figure out off the top of my head, but especially the ones that we have recently just talked about. I think that's the end of a talk of what we can have time since we're running out of time. But in all honesty, Psycho, once more, I must appreciate you for having do this in your own time, and I do apologize for interrupting you, lady.
It's all good.
Consistently interrupting it because I don't like to take over anyone else's spot, but at least I
It's
haven't
all
made
right. You're good, Firelord. You're good.
Yeah.
Right, you're good.
2004 had a lot to offer, especially in sports. With wrestling.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay,
Good
well,
times.
I guess I'm going to stop right here for now. I'm guessing I'm going to stop here. I'm glad all of you guys could join my live stream and talk about the memories of the early 2000s, the year 2004 especially. Again, I'm glad all of you guys are able to join, and I'm glad some people were able to be in the chat and share some of their memories and some of the fun that they've had from the years of from the year of the early 2000s, the year 2004 in particular. And that's it on WYPS YT for YouTube with PsychoYajko. If you guys like the stream, drop a like, share, come subscribe for more live streams and videos in the future. And I hope to see you all in the next video or live stream. Take care and stay safe, especially at a time like this with the COVID still going around here and there. And that's it, I guess. And bye-bye.
I'll let y'all later.